சஞ்சலம் தவிப்பும் மூடிப்போம். இந்த தேவன் என்றென்றும் உள்ள சதா காலமும் நமது தேவன். மரண பரியந்தம் நம்மை நடத்திடுவார். அநாதி தேவனுன் அடைக்கலமே, அவர் நித்திய புயங்கள் உன்னாதாரமே. அநாதி தேவனுன் அடைக்கலமே, அவர் நித்திய புயங்கள் உன்னாதாரமே. இந்த தேவன் என்றென்றும் உள்ள சதா காலமும் நமது தேவன். மரண பரியந்தம் நம்மை நடத்திடுவார். அநாதி தேவனுன் அடைக்கலமே, அவர் நித்திய புயங்கள் உன்னாதாரமே. ஆமென்.
Good morning, church, and happy Sabbath to all. Today I'm here to share a small testimony. As you all know, last year I had a knee sprain, kneecap dislocation, and this actually happened during my exam time, my final exam time. And because of the advice, as I was advised to be on bed rest for a long period of time, which gradually put me in such a situation that I can't study. Neither if I sleep, I can't sleep peacefully because I have to study. And because of the medications and all the things, it was hard for me to complete all my portions during a very short period of time. And the exams approached, and meanwhile, during that period, I had a lot of sessions of physiotherapy, and it was not easy for me. But then, by God's grace, I was able to do my best in my exams, and I got my results this week, and I'm happy that I cleared them all with good marks. I thank the church for always supporting me, for your earnest prayers, and it's abundant. And because of God's abundant grace, I was able to complete my nursing, BSc nursing degree. And I would like to end with a verse from the Bible. It's taken from Proverbs 16, verses 3. Commit thy ways unto the Lord, and thy thoughts shall be established. And it is because of God's mercies I was able to do my best. Otherwise, the subjects that I had in my final year were all major subjects, and within 1 month or 3 weeks or something, I was able to complete the whole portions, and I was able to write my exams well. Thank you.
Hey everyone, happy Sabbath. Not hey, happy Sabbath. So for feature talk, something a little different. It's more of a kind of like a testimony and a feature talk at the same time. Last night actually I started thinking about what I should talk about, because last night I was reminded again. Actually I had forgotten through the week that I was supposed to talk. And nothing came to me, and then I was thinking about how my week went, and then I realized I do have something that I won't say it's something new to me, but it's something that I finally really understood, and that is about cooking. So it's not that I don't know how to cook, or I've never cooked before. I have, and I know a little bit. I even did home science in 10th and stuff, and I remember my teacher even liked what I had made for my exam. But this week, I don't know, for those who don't know, my wife now she's doing her post-graduation in a different town. So she's left. So this week, she told me, she gave me different recipes and stuff, and she was like, I don't know if you'll actually follow anything, but try it. And my mom also has been spoiling me, saying, no, I'll send you food, you don't do anything. But then I was like, no, I need to learn how to cook and stuff like that, which is an important skill, I think, for anyone at any age, not just, when the need comes up, but at any time it is an important skill. And not, I mean, at this time and age, it's also important to say it's not just a skill for ladies, but also for men, but that's understood. So what ended up happening during the week was I tried a few dishes, and a couple of them came out well, like a couple of the, simplest, the egg dishes, they came out very easy. Then I tried other stuff. I tried a couple of curries, and I don't know, I couldn't get the consistency right and got really messed up and stuff. So I actually didn't eat much of what I cooked this week because it wasn't too edible or anything like that. And then I started getting frustrated, and I was like, why should I even learn to cook? Because nowadays we have things like Swiggy and stuff, and it's not just unhealthy food. You can also order prepped meals from homes. People sell from their homes meals, prepped meals, so it's quite healthy and stuff like that. So I was like, why don't I do something like that? Rose also was like, yeah, fine, you do that anyway. You keep going in the morning and evening for work, so no time and stuff. So I was about to do that, but then the thing that stopped me was I was worried about how that food would taste because I'm very picky. So then I was like, no, what do I do about this? That's when I remembered in John, the last chapter, or the second last chapter, where it talks about how Jesus, when he tells the disciples, you cast your net and they get the fish. This is after his resurrection, he meets them on the shore. It's written, that's a very interesting added point. I feel like that point was added only for selected people like me, where it says, the fire was already ready and there was already fish on it. That means Jesus cooked at that time, after his resurrection. So not just before. It's understandable that he would do it before because at that time his mother was a widow. He must have taken care of her, must have cooked and stuff. But after resurrection, same like how I said I had the opportunity to get from other sources, Jesus also at that time did. And he also commanded the disciples to get the fish. They even brought the fish. After that, he says, you bring your fish, we're going to eat that. But he still prepares for them. And that's when it hit me that I don't need to look to anyone else to guide me about how to cook. Jesus understood how that process was, and he had to cook something hard. I don't know how many people actually cooked fish. I've never, but I've seen it. It looks terribly challenging, and Jesus knew how to do that. So when we say Jesus went through everything we went through, it's literally everything that we went through, even these little things that I've never thought about before. So as an example, that's also a testimony for me. So I'm putting in a little more effort to try to learn how to cook properly from asking God himself. But also just that it truly hit me that he has gone through everything that we're going through. And he knows all the challenges that we face, like literally. So it's not just about cooking, but in anything and everything, he's gone through it. He's experienced it. He's overcome it. So he can help us with whatever it is. So this is something that I benefited from this week personally. And I think that you can apply it maybe in a different area of life, something else that you find that Jesus did that could benefit you. So just a thought for us to keep as we go on through life. Thank you.
I want to take this